Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Awakening with Katina Love, where we help you to expand your consciousness and become your best version. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and remember to click the bell so that you'll be notified for every great, inspiring segment that we upload. So, we have a returning guest. We're talking about the Divine Feminine today with Awakening the Divine Feminine with our beautiful, lovely goddess, Mariposis Butterfly,
Yeah.
who is a shaman, high priestess, Reiki master, and teacher here to guide us on our path of enlightenment. Her
Yeah.
website, yes, her website is Mariposis, Maripos, garden butterfly.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Beautiful. So, this is part two. We're going to talk about the power of the divine feminine emotions. So, you may
Yes. Her
proceed.
emotions.
Our emotions, so very important as it relates to everything, our mind, body, and our spirit,
Yes.
right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about the emotions and how it affects our womb, our sacred
Mm-hmm.
space, our beautiful, divine, life-giving energy that we have.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the emotions right now.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm happy to be here to kind of dive deep into the power of our emotions.
Mhm.
And, as we all know, that we've been taught to suppress our emotions.
Yeah.
We're talked about you're too emotional, you know,
Right.
and we don't honor our emotions. And when we
Right.
begin to have a different understanding that our emotions are our alert system, it's our messages, it's the messenger within, because our emotions is our thoughts, yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
and our emotions is the sacred water within that feeds us. So
Mhm.
when we begin to understand that our emotions are connected to our sacred wombs, which is your water, which is where you create, which is where your magic lives, that we are able to begin to listen to them, listen to
Mhm.
he or she. We are both divine masculine and feminine.
We
And
are.
when we're able to tap deeper into our emotional self, we're able to hear, we're able to listen, we're able to move deeper into our truth, you know. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so that as we begin to tap deeper into our emotional bodies, we begin to honor thyself. We
Mhm.
honor what that emotion from our experiences, or what we consider the contrastic lessons, that we're processing in our lives through our emotional body, so that we can become, as you say, the better versions of ourselves. We can
Yes.
become the masters of ourselves. So
Absolutely.
the more that we honor the emotional body,
Mhm.
we begin to honor our truth, you
So
know?
true. So true. So
Yeah.
we were talking earlier about your journey with your issues that you had with your womb, with the hysterectomy and everything.
Hmm.
So let's talk about, you were talking about the emotions a little bit there, how your emotions and the things that are passed down to the generations, from
Yeah.
our ancestors, our parents, our mom who carried her, all the issues
Hmm.
that she had, and the
We
things
carry.
that she carried it through her DNA throughout the lineage, the whole
Yeah,
bloodline, and how,
absolutely.
all the way back to slavery and before that, how
Yeah.
that anger and bitterness is built up, and then the more, with that consciousness as she's born, your mom, and then her mom's consciousness is just all passed down, and that anger is just keeps getting passed on if it's not corrected.
Right.
So we live in this time of awakening. So the whole thing is, it starts with me. It starts.
Absolutely.
There's no more pain, no more
Yeah.
anger, no more.
Yeah.
We got to do the work. We got to go deeper, as you were saying before. It's all about
Hmm.
self love and self respect and honoring who we are and going deep within ourselves. And the
Hmm.
love is here. We got to find it here. It's not out there, right?
Right. Absolutely. It's not outside of self.
It's not outside
Absolutely.
itself. So now
Absolutely.
we're talking about getting rid of that anger, because how
Hmm.
the emotions are bottled up inside of us.
Hmm.
Those
So,
who are.
I'm sorry.
No, no. Go ahead.
In my book, Awakening the Divine Feminine,
Mm-hmm.
I talk about rituals and daily practices to
Mm-hmm.
begin to implement into your day, and just beginning to listen to self.
Mm-hmm.
And as we begin to listen, that means I'm listening to my womb and I'm asking her, what does she need?
Mm-hmm.
Because we tend to not ask self, what is it that you need? We're so busy going outside trying to take care of everything else besides ourselves, to think that that's going to bring forth happiness and peace within. And
Mm-hmm.
if we take that time in creating just simple meditative practices,
Mm-hmm.
just simple checking in with self and asking, how are you feeling today?
Yeah. And even
What is it
rubbing
that
your womb and say, I love
rubbing
you.
your
I love
yeah,
you.
I love you,
I love you today. How you
acknowledging
feeling?
yourself.
How you doing?
Absolutely. Yeah, how you doing? You know, are you hurting? Are you what's going on?
Right.
And
Right.
just simply checking in to her, and that way she's communicating. And your womb is your higher wisdom speaking. So she's going to communicate to you and say, hey, I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel good. Why are you judging her? So you
Right.
can begin to have these conversations when you're doing even mirror work, and begin to ask yourself in that mirror, how are you feeling today?
Yeah.
Right? And then
Mm-hmm.
in that you can say, oh, maybe I'm sad today. Well, why are you sad? And
Mm-hmm.
that's that time when you go in and you can ask self, let's do some breathing and meditative breaths to tap into the womb,
Right.
traveling into the womb and asking her, you know, what are you holding today? Why are you feeling this way? And when you're able to acknowledge your emotion, then you
Mm-hmm.
can say, okay, well, that's my feeling today, but let me change it now. So this
Yeah.
is the power of implementing affirmation
Yeah.
into your life. So
Absolutely.
many people are speaking, I affirm, and and it's like, okay, that's wonderful, but do you know why you're doing it? Are you replacing it with something? Are you
Mm-hmm.
replacing that affirmation with a low vibrational thought against self? You follow
I
me?
see what you're saying.
And I think that we have to really begin to understand why we are meditating and speaking affirmation and speaking intention into our lives, and not getting on that, how we get into those trends,
Yeah.
anywhere from yoga to all of it. And don't get me wrong, it's all great,
Yeah.
but
It's
people
more
are
to it.
doing this stuff and they're still mentally ill,
Yeah, because
and
there's
they're
more to it.
still,
You still have to do the
yeah,
work.
right, it's still emotionally imbalanced, still self-judgment and self-doubt is there. And
Mm-hmm.
that's because we're not reprogramming ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And when we reprogram the emotion, the
Yeah.
energy and motion in our
Yep.
thoughts, we're able to replace that, and we hold that. That's how we're releasing the fear out of the womb. That's
Yes.
how we're releasing the generational bloodlines of self-doubt and judgment, and I'm not good enough, and
Yeah.
I'm not enough, and those pain patterns that we've carried from our mother and our fathers in our wombs and in the foundation of who we are,
Right.
right?
And see, the thing about it, what people don't realize too, Butterfly, is that DNA can be changed. People think
Absolutely.
just because something, you inherited something, whether it's emotions or illness or whatever that
Mhm.
is, they
Mhm.
think that it can't be changed. But we are spiritual beings and we are creators. We are
Yes.
creators. So that we can
Absolutely.
change, we can create whatever it is that we want to create and change it.
Yes.
So we have to get rid of that old DNA, that junk,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
create some new DNA,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely. And that's all just giving yourself emotional permission.
Yeah.
It's all about the thought.
It's all about
So
the
when you
thought.
get, it's all about the thought. So when we're reprogramming these thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
so many people say, okay, I'm speaking all this positive stuff and I still feel bad. It's because people are not dealing with their truth. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they're wanting to feel the instant gratification.
Right.
And when we don't take the time to purge
Right.
and be in that space of allowance and letting
Right.
yourself purge, let yourself cry, let yourself feel that, so that you're able to identify where it comes from, right? Then you
Absolutely.
can reprogram it. When you're reprogramming, you're
Mm-hmm.
shifting the DNA.
I
Okay.
love that. That's so
Yeah, you
true. That's so
then you
true.
can change it, you know,
Absolutely.
and it builds the confidence. And then that's when you're going up your sacred star system with your divine blueprint,
Hmm.
which I also have a ebook about that. The
Okay.
introduction to the chakras is
Introduction to the
about,
chakras. Okay.
really activating and exploring and learning about your being, right?
Right. Right.
Learning about your divine blueprint so you can understand where you're holding all of these different emotional traumas
Right.
within your star system, right?
Yeah, and people don't
And
even
yeah,
realize it. They don't realize
no,
that they're holding their emotions, and it comes out in their relationships.
oh
You
yeah,
know, when they have an outburst or anything.
everything. It's there. It stores.
Right.
It's like debris, okay? And it's called triggers.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you have emotional triggers,
Yeah.
that's why you can think you're over something, right? You can say, I'm so past that. I healed from that, honey. I ain't got that no more.
Right.
Right? Honey,
I know.
I didn't
I
cut the
know.
cords.
I cut the cord. That's
Yeah,
over. Done
and
with
then
that
what happened?
relationship.
And then what happens?
It
It
repeats.
re-triggers,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
it has not completely been shifted. It
Right.
hasn't completely been is surfaced over until
Right.
you really have that emotional trigger punched.
Mhm.
And when you know that I respond differently in this same scenario, that I respond differently, that's when you know you've reprogrammed. That's when you know you've changed.
Absolutely.
That emotional pain body. Now you know that you can use it for your greatness. You know now that I've healed from that, I know now what's going to serve me for my highest good in this particular situation. You follow me? Every
Absolutely.
scenario
Absolutely.
is
So what are
that,
some, what are some things that what are some tools that people can use to get started to even begin that process?
yes. I would say the beginning tool is to
Hmm.
begin to learn about your chakra system. That's the beginning tool. And when you
Hmm.
begin to learn about your chakras, then I would suggest that you begin to do daily meditation, tapping in. If it's 5-10 minutes a day,
Right.
to begin to explore your chakra system and begin to understand the different levels of consciousness in each 7 centers of your being, so that you're able to understand why I'm doing this particular meditation, right? Why
Right.
I'm doing, for instance, maybe I'm doing a self-love meditation today.
Yeah.
So I know that I'm if I'm studying my chakra system, I know that I need to go into my sacred heart and focus my energy here, so
Right.
that I'm able to release, the judgment or the fear in my sacred heart,
Right.
and I'm able to push
Absolutely.
that down into my womb, in my second chakra, and clear and open this energy so I can activate my divine feminine magic, right? And my
Absolutely.
sweetness. And that's the thing. When we're able to activate these things, it helps us as divine feminine be able to tap back into our sweetness,
Yes.
because we're so deep in our masculine that we're exhausted,
I
right?
get it.
And
I
we've
get it.
forgotten how to be feminine. We
Right. And the real
got,
essence of us is love. So if anytime we're
yeah,
outside of that vibration of love and joy
mhm,
and peace and
yeah,
all of that,
absolutely.
then we're out of alignment. It means that we're disconnected to source, to God.
That means we're in fear. It's
Yeah.
only love of fear.
Yeah.
That's it. And in that fear, it's several seeds. It's several seeds. That's why I say, are you feeding the fear tree,
Right.
or are you feeding the love tree?
Yes.
Which one?
Right.
So they all have many branches.
They have many branches, many emotions that
Yeah,
are right there with the same one.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just about coming into that awareness and that
Mhm.
alignment of that. So meditative practices,
Uh-huh.
connecting with nature.
Yeah,
The first
absolutely.
thing, just sitting your butt on the ground, sit up on a tree, just connect, just listen. Be present.
Quiet your
Practice being
mind.
present. Hmm.
So what do you like? Do you recommend any guided meditations for beginners? Because a lot of people they don't know where to begin. Like
Right.
what is meditation? How do I even do that? Where do I even begin?
Yeah. I tell people, always begin with deep breaths. Just learning how to hear yourself breathe is a part of you learning how to be in a meditative state within yourself. Just acknowledging the sound of your own breath
That's so true.
is a beginning space.
That is the beginning
It's a
space.
beginning space.
There is.
Instead of trying to find music and find this and find that, just listen to yourself breathe. Just right now, take a deep inhalation. You can hear your breath and breathe out.
Yeah.
And it changes your energy
It does.
immediately.
It does, really, it does.
Immediately, you feel the vibration come through your body, the sensation.
Yep.
And when you know that every breath I take, I'm breathing in God's love. Just as simple
Absolutely.
as that.
Absolutely.
Breathing in love, breathing out love. That's a beginning meditation.
Absolutely. Now, do you have
That's
any
how
meditations on your website?
I do have a meditation on there. It's a heart meditation. It's a guided meditation
Mm-hmm.
that you can download on the Mariposa's Garden. Click under the Garden Essential page, and it's on there on the shopping. You can
Okay.
download guided meditation. It's a beautiful video. It's really nice.
Awesome.
And I have more coming very soon. I have about 5 I'm gonna be putting up soon.
That's
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
coming out. So we'll
That's
have a
awesome.
chakra, a divine feminine meditation, a chakra meditation, just a grounding and just a clearing. Yeah. So
That's
those
awesome. And we'll put the link to that below the video here.
Oh yeah. And also I have on my YouTube page, Cosmic Embrace,
Mm-hmm.
where I have different topics I talk about. I do meditations on those as well.
Oh.
So people can jump on there and just listen. And every session I start with the meditation.
Now,
Just a
what's that page again?
Cosmic Embrace on YouTube.
Cosmic Embrace is your YouTube
Uh-huh.
channel.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. You guys
Yeah.
can just go right on over there. Cosmic Embrace on YouTube.
Yeah. Jump on over.
Beautiful. Well, thank you
Mhm.
so much, Goddess, for sharing your wisdom and your knowledge and
Oh,
your
you're so
experience with us
welcome. My
today.
pleasure.
And you shared a wealth of information that we can use to expand our consciousness and become our best version and to heal, all
Absolutely.
the things that's taken place over our lineage.
Absolutely.
The stuff we're dealing with is not just us. It is not coming from us. It's
No,
coming
this is
from
ancestral.
what happened way back then before you even born. So
Exactly.
now is the time to do that inner work, as you said, to take
Exactly.
that deep dive into the self, and to
Yes.
heal,
Yes.
to process, to let go of, and to heal, and to reprogram, and to become your best version.
Hmm. Hmm. So
Absolutely.
let me just jump and give you guys places to hit me up. Hit me on
Yeah, yeah.
Instagram. It's Mariposas underscore chakra guru, or you can do Cosmic Embrace on Instagram. And my website, I think you already said it, but it's a
Mhm.
mariposas gardenbutterfly.com. Yeah, so hit me up on Facebook as well. You can find me
Awesome.
on there, Goddess Mariposa
Yes.
or Cosmic Embrace. They'll both come up.
Absolutely. So, we're not on this journey alone either. Sometimes people want to go a step further. They want a guide, they want a spiritual guide, or they want a coach, someone to guide
Absolutely.
them. So, what are the services that you offer?
Oh man.
There's so
A
many,
real
right?
Yeah, but I do have several programs right now. I do have Awakening to Your Spiritual Essence. It's a 8-week program. It's about a spiritual awakening, and we go through inner child healing. We go through releasing thought patterns and reprogramming self. And then I also have another segment of a program I do is working with your chakra system,
Hmm.
and it's a chakra program, and that is about a 7-week program as well. And we work with each chakra, and we do balancing, clearing, attunements,
Hmm.
um, also a spiritual reading. So I am a spiritual advisor, and I do spiritual readings, life coaching,
Hmm.
um, um, spiritual life path readings, chakra readings,
Hmm.
and DNA activations. So a lot of cosmic work
Yes.
that I do as well. And
Wonderful.
also I do have two other ebooks. So that's the Awakening the Divine Feminine
Hmm.
ebook that they can get started with. Also the Intro to the Chakras. And I also have Finding Your Meditation Flow
I
ebook.
love
So
that.
if they're interested in learning about meditation,
Hmm.
that book is available as well. Yeah, so we got some good stuff for you going
Yes.
on.
Lots
And
of
of course,
awesome
just my
tools.
services, just my day-to-day services. I am
Mhm.
a medical massage practitioner. So I do body work, a lot of healing, natural healing body work. And that's the chakra work and Reiki healing and sound healing. So
Yes.
many things. Just jump onto the website. So I
There
pretty
you
I
go.
pretty much got you what you need. I'm gonna get you balanced, right?
I love that.
To
Yes,
help you move into a self mastery. So it's available.
so
Jump
many
on over
great
there.
things
Check me out.
to help people. Well, thanks
I'm ready.
again. Thank you.
I'm
Yes,
ready for y'all. Let's
that's
go.
right. That's right. Well, thank you, Goddess Mariposis Butterfly, for being a
You're
guest
welcome.
today once again. We're going to be
My
doing
pleasure.
we're going to be doing
Namaste,
a series.
goddess.
We're going to be doing a series of videos to help you guys to raise your
Yes.
consciousness and heal, become your best version. So, thanks for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. Namaste.
Namaste, goddess.